I'm a long time Buckingham saddle fan. This was the Arbor Master Series Master, and it was the Master 2 if I'm not mistaken. So it was a lot more robust than the original design. It had these type buckles, and it had the 2, 4, 6, 8 soft attachments on the original saddle. On this one, it was just the 6 here. There used to be a couple on the leg pads as well, which I really liked. But with the introduction of some of the mechanical devices like the zigzag, I began to get interested in climbing on a bridge. Not only that, but the hitch climber pulley setups. This isn't it. I have one over here somewhere, or do I not? I did. There it is. So I wanted to use this. In order to do so, I needed a bridge. Well, this saddle didn't come with a bridge, so I just faked one up through a couple of the soft loops. And I used that for several months to decide if I wanted to climb on that. But of course, naturally, this is not, it probably would void my warranty. I'll just say it that way. So what I did was get a Petzl Sequoia. And initially I felt like a traitor because I have always been a Buckingham guy. But I got to tell you, this saddle has impressed me. And I know there are many other options on the market, and that many top tier climbers would choose different saddles. But I've been extremely impressed with the Sequoia. The best way to describe it, and this is the non-SRT version, the best way I can think of to describe it is stable. It has a very stable feel. The support has always been excellent. I don't have a tremendous amount of trouble with my attachment points making me feel off balance at any point. I also have found the wider leg pads to be very comfortable. They don't slide around too much. I don't have a lot of slippage at the buckles. This saddle is about 4 years old now, and what has happened is the bridge is shot. Now, I knew it was pretty worn. I knew it was time to replace it. Now, what has happened is we have improvised a bridge in much the same way that I did with the Buckingham. They've taken some static cordage the same size as the damaged bridge, and I'm only intending to use this for a climb or two, assuming that the bridge that I purchased comes in soon. Now, in a perfect world, I would have a Buckingham Navigator saddle. It combines all my favorite aspects of this one. All these soft loops, they re-added the loop to the leg straps. Loved that. But the build of the Navigator is similar to this. So you have the vented padding, which is outstanding. You have the wider leg pads, also outstanding. You still benefit from the buckles, outstanding. So I'm pretty excited about being given a free saddle. Buckingham, if you're listening, send it on. All right, so just to add to what we were doing a while ago, we've got this Burr Oak. It's, what is it, 36, 38, 38, 40, somewhere in there, the diameter. And it's just got a couple of busted limbs in the top with a wind event. So there's one straight up there, and there are a couple out there. So realistically, this is a pretty routine climb. But as I mentioned, I wanted to try my little homemade bridge, since I don't have the replacement bridge from Petzl yet. But here's what's happened. Went ahead and attached it, set it. I just kind of wanted to see where we were at in terms of, so I've got most of my weight on it, and what I don't like is it's just a slightly smaller cordage than the other one, but I'm not caring for how it's flattening out. It's not giving me confidence. Now listen, tensily, I'm sure it's fine, but realistically, if I'm going to use a fake pretend bridge, I'd rather be on this 11mm rope or the 1/2 inch on the old saddle over there. So that's kind of what's probably going to happen. I'm probably going to put that old thing on. It is not as comfortable as the Sequoia. I wish it were. I climbed on that saddle for probably 20 years. The original iteration way back in 2000. We started climbing on those, and as they upgraded, we upgraded with them, but I never got up to like the 5.0. By the time that saddle was on the market, the Navigator was forthcoming, and like I said before, the Navigator is the one I'd really like to try. But it looks like I'm going to go old school, put that thing back on, because I just don't quite trust this. So I went ahead and swapped out, and here's the fake bridge. But what I was saying, this right here, these soft loops on this Buckingham are amazing. So I don't need to use the homemade bridge on this one. I can use this attachment point, and that's fantastic. So what that allows me to do, sorry about that, is go ahead and climb this tree without the worry of the pretend bridge wearing out on me, or somehow sliding through on the soft loops. Now, like I said, I climbed on this for months and months just to see what I thought of it, and I liked it with the hitch climber setup. But I'm gonna go ahead and do it like this today. I have not actually climbed on this saddle in about 4 years. I've been pretty well exclusively using that Sequoia. I really like the Sequoia a lot. But as I was saying, if I were to get my hands on the Buckingham Navigator, I would be much, much surprised if it turned out not to be as versatile as I think it is. A red-tailed hawk just flew down and caught a mouse and flew off right there. Too bad I couldn't catch that, right? Anyway, I got to get to work.